call this meeting to order.
Alderman McHenry.
Here.
Alderman Williams.
Here.
Alderman Dennis.
Here.
Alderman Steverson.
Here.
Alderman Floyd.
Here.
Alderman Thompson. Alderman Hill.
Present.
Alderman Stevenson, will you pray for us this evening?
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you've given us, dear Lord. We pray that you just continue to bless us and all your blessings, dear Lord. Pray for our families and friends, dear Lord, what they mean to our lives, dear Lord, and just like to lift all of our community and the churches up, dear Lord, that we have the freedom to worship you. And then, Father, lead us and guide us as we speak tonight. Ask in your name. Amen.
Have our city attorney lead us in the pledge this evening.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of consent agenda items. All items under this heading will be considered to be approved with one motion and one vote. If further discussion is desired on any item, it will automatically be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered as a general business item.
Is there a motion? There's one motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it.
Public hearings number 1, consider an order to amend the zoning ordinance.
Make a motion, we approve it.
Second. Discussion. Is anyone here in opposition to this? If not, we have two motions on the floor. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Motion carries.
Public hearings number 2, determine whether or not the owner and those certain parcels of real property which are listed herein are in such a condition or state as to be unsightly and unkept or otherwise a menace to the public health and safety of the community, and therefore prohibited pursuant to Chapter 24 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pearl, Mississippi, and Section 21-1911 of the Mississippi Code of 1972 as amended. Charles A. and Patty L. Andrews, located at 759 Claremont Drive, Pearl, Rankin County, Mississippi.
Is anyone here representing 759 Claremont Drive? Again, is anyone here representing 759 Claremont? If not, let Lieutenant Ellis, he's primary on working this property, come forward and discuss it, show you pictures of the unsightly conditions.
Well, I was trying to come up and tell you. So 759 Claremont come up in the summer of 21, started working with her, ended up writing her a citation in August of 21. Sorry guys, this started working with her in June, ended up citing her in August. The house originally was a brownish color, then she went to legitimately flamingo pink of the whole home. When we talked to her, advised her the city cannot, will not tell you what color to paint it. However, she brought undue attention to herself by painting it flamingo pink. And talked to her father that owns the house, Charles Andrews. Charles ended up going over there and painting the house. However, it's got severe structural issues on the back. Is Frank in here? We headed up. It's got severe structural issues on the side and back. The rear yard legitimately has indoor furniture, outdoor, where they just sit on in the backyard. It has some trees that were cut on the side that has bicycles grown into the tree, like halfway through the tree. The tree's at least a 5-gallon bucket large. When the neighbor next door has to walk out her carport, she's legitimately looking at a hole in the roof, literally a hole in the roof where you can see into the gables. Sorry, gentlemen.
So is it structurally sound, or is it just need to be torn down?
Currently, Mayor, I've done everything I can to get in touch with Charles. I was in touch with Charles for a while. The owner, he come up, he painted it, he took care of the issues that he could take care of on the front of it for us. But every time he called me on a different phone number, so I don't have his number. I believe he lived in Lumberton. Dealt with the daughter. Unfortunately, the daughter left her, abandoned her 16-year-old child. Me and Brad found him living there for 2 months by himself with no electricity and no water at all. Got us some help through CPS with that. She has moved to the coast. She currently has a warrant for arrest through our agency for failure to appear on our stuff here. I think at this time, for the citizens that live next door to, and especially the neighbor next door, we need to go onto the property and clear it off. We've got tires, we've got trash, we've got the indoor furniture outside. I will do everything I can to get in touch with Charles to try to get the structural done. If we have to come back and revisit that, we will. But I've done every viable option today. I went by there, the power's been off, but it's back on. There was 2 air conditioners running. I went around the back door and tapped on the back window where the air conditioner running in the bedroom where I've gotten in touch with her before. And I had nothing to talk to one of the neighbors across the street. They said she had moved to the coast and that people were in and out periodically. I don't know if you've seen anyone there.
You said 2021, but you actually dealt with this property a lot longer.
We have, but when we swapped over to this system, that's as far back as I can accurately say with certainty when we started dealing with it.
The neighbors, they've had it with this house. The side of the house, apparently the air conditioner stopped working, and they literally peeled brick off the house, and it's not even cut, and stuck a window unit through the side. It's bad.
Would the board consider, if we go ahead with the 21-19-11 and enter the property, but we'll still have the ability to demo, we could actually inquire with one of our structural engineers and take a look at the house, if it's in that type of shape within the neighborhood.
I can't say for certain, but I would assume the house is fine. I don't know what the inside is, but there's a lot of cosmetic, that has to be done.
Holes in the roof, it might not be structurally sound.
Well,
inside,
the whole, I can't say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the house secure?
It wasn't. I didn't try today. Once before, there was someone laying on the couch, and I beat on the door and knocked and then beat. Nobody had ever come, so I opened the door up and actually tapped the gentleman on the head. It was a 16-year-old son. He was just passed out asleep on the thing. It was just open. I beat on the window and the door and never could get him to move it, if he was gone or not, And that's when I found out that there was no water. He was, he was going to the Stop and Rob to get viands and stuff to eat, because that's as far as he wanted to walk. So it's a bad shape, but I think initially we need to clean it up for the people next door to it, because people next door to it just purchased the home within the since we've been working with them. They purchased the home. And
I'll make the motion that we proceed with 21-19-11.
Second.
All right. Discussion, I'd just like to add to the minutes that I'd like for it to be assessed structurally as well. We'll hire one of our engineers that we have an agreement with already to go take a look at it and give us a better understanding of how the house really is, and then possibly move forward a more aggressive stance in the future. So, all right, there's 2 motions on the floor. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Motion carries.
General business number 1, consider an order to adopt a resolution fixing the ad valorem tax levy on real and personal property taxes for the city of Pearl, Mississippi for the fiscal year October 1, 2022 to September 30th, 2023. Total for said municipal purposes, 27.5 mils, with 10.65 mils allocated to the general fund and 16.85 mils allocated to city debt.
Make it part of the record, Mr. Attorney, that the millage did not go up. Okay? But for the record.
All right.
I make a
Yes,
motion we
so-
approve it.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. We're gonna ask Alderman Gill to excuse himself on this next general business item. This is state of the school district.
I think
Yeah,
John is
that's right.
volunteering,
Okay.
so as well.
That's right.
It's not,
It's not.
it's just preference.
Personal preference, personal preference. And just so the general public that are watching, we have people that, families are employed, actually Alderman Gill is employed. It's a personal preference if you have a family member that's employed to recuse yourself, but Alderman Gill must recuse himself due to him being administrator at the school district. So at this time, I would entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
All right. Second, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
And make that part of the record that it's no increase on that.
Yeah, that's right. Alderman Foy wanted to make sure that for the record, there was no increase from the school district side regarding their millage. They had 58 mills with 51 mills allocated to the school maintenance fund and 7.70 mills allocated to the 2016 special obligation school bond. So, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, motion carries.
Number 3, consider in order to adopt a resolution to adopt the budget for the city of Pearl, Mississippi for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2022 and ending September 30, 2023.
Second. Discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, motion carries. As we do every board meeting to try to honor one of our citizens here that recently passed, Alderman Foy submitted Miss Pauline Corbin for us to adjourn in her memory. Just a little bit about Miss Corbin. I think she taught music for half this board up here when she was a school teacher. She also was a long standing member of Pearson Baptist Church. She was a very faithful person. And so she's with the Lord now. She's doing much better than what she was doing on earth. And we're praying for Clay and Jason and the folks in that family right now. And she will certainly be missed because she was a very special lady. Now she's with Mr. Mickey. And they can rejoice in eternity. So at this time, I would like for a motion to be placed. Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. This meeting's adjourned.